Hi friends, welcome to Beautifully Bookish Bethany. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my reading plans for March. So, if you missed it, I recently posted an announcement that I am bringing back Tour.comathon. After many requests from a lot of you, I am excited, and I'm happy that y'all are excited to see it coming back as well. So if you missed that announcement video, I will link it up above. In that video, I talk about the books going on my TBR for the readathon, which is taking place throughout the month of March, reading titles from Tour and Tour.com. Here is a quick peek at some of the physical books going on that TBR. I will not rehash them here. I'm going to send you over to that video if you want to go see them, but I'm very excited for the readathon, and there's going to be a lot of amazing sci-fi and fantasy books that you will see me reading throughout the month. However, I do have other things that I'm reading as well, and so in this video, I'm going to talk about some of my other reading plans for March. First up, for Patreon Book Club, we are doing Middle Grade March. Patrons got to vote on a middle grade book that they wanted to read together, and the winner was Healer of the Water Monster by Brian Young. I'm really excited about this. It is a middle grade fantasy by an Indigenous author that sounds amazing. It says it's his powerful debut novel telling of a seemingly ordinary Navajo boy who must save the life of a water monster and come to realize he's a hero at heart. So yeah, really excited to pick this up. I've heard good things. It sounds awesome. I'm very pleased that everybody voted on it. We'll be reading this in March and doing a live show at the end of the month. Patrons vote on it, but channel members also have access to the live show. Then every month, some of my higher tier patrons get to suggest books they want to see me vlog. The winner for this month was Sister Song by Lucy Holland. I don't have a physical copy of this, but I do have an audiobook. I got it in a sale, and I had heard really good things about this from Mara over at Books Like Whoa, actually, and so that's kind of what got it on my radar. It is a historical fantasy mythology type thing from a bit of a feminist perspective, is from what I understand, set in like the ancient United Kingdom and following three sisters. I don't know much about it, to be honest. I just know that Mara really enjoyed it and was recommending it to people who enjoyed things like Circe by Madeline Miller. So this is the book that patrons wanted to see me vlog. I will be doing a patron and channel member exclusive vlog reading Sister Song. Then I'm kind of excited because one of you all decided to commission a reading vlog from me, which is kind of fun. I put this together as an option on Ko-fi for people who were interested, but I didn't really know that I would get people wanting me to do that, but apparently at least one of you does. So thank you so much to Night Owl Reader for commissioning me to do a reading vlog of Chef's Kiss by TJ Alexander. This is a queer contemporary romance novel that sounds really cute. It says, a high-strung pastry chef's professional goals are interrupted by an unexpected career transition and the introduction of her wildly attractive non-binary kitchen manager in this deliciously fresh and witty queer rom-com. So that should be fun. Expect to see that commissioned vlog coming sometime in March. I have plans for the vlog. I have some ideas. We'll see if it turns out as well as I want it to, but I have ideas. So again, huge thanks to Night Owl Reader for commissioning that, and stay tuned. I will be reading that in March. I also have a secret book I'm going to be reading that I cannot tell you about, but eventually you'll know what it is and it should be interesting. Then I've got 3 physical books for review. First up is The Lady Knows Best by Susanna Craig. This is coming out at the end of April and was actually sent to me by the author, which was really nice. I have loved her historical romances in the past, and I guess she saw that and reached out to me and said, hey, do you want an advance copy of my new book? And I was like, yes, please, that sounds great. It was already on my radar. Award-winning author Susanna Craig launches a new Regency historical romance series based around a daring ladies magazine and the witty, clever, often rebellious heroines behind it, including a controversial new advice columnist. So we have an outspoken advice columnist who advises a young lady of the ton to break off her engagement to a notorious rake, but then there are some consequences. And the guy who was supposed to marry this woman who broke off her engagement is angry. I feel like this is going to be really fun. So thank you to the author for sending this. I am planning on reading it in March. I also have Star Splitter by Matthew Kirby. This was sent to me from Penguin Teen and it comes out in April. This one is a YA sci-fi thriller that sounds really great. Set in 2199, deep space exploration is a reality and teleportation is routine. But this time something seems to have gone very, very wrong. 17-year-old Jessica Mathers wakes up in a lander that crashed onto the surface of Carver 1061c, a desolate post-extinction planet 14 light years from Earth. The planet she was supposed to be viewing from a ship orbiting far above. The corridors of the empty lander are covered in bloody handprints. The machines are silent and dark, and outside in the alien dirt there are fresh graves carefully marked with names she doesn't recognize. So it's like a sci-fi thriller where she has to survive. It sounds really good. I am always excited when we get a YA sci-fi novel that sounds interesting, and this definitely does, so I'm planning to read that. And then the last physical book on my TBR is That Selfsame Metal by Brittany N. Williams. This is coming out in April from Amulet Books, and it says it's a stunning new YA fantasy series perfect for fans of Holly Black and Justina Ireland, about a black sword expert fighting a Fae uprising in Shakespearean London. I mean, like, does that not just sound amazing? It sounds amazing. Also, fun fact, I did not know this, but apparently Brittany N. Williams is married to Daniel Jose Older, who is also a fantastic author. So I'm really excited to check this out. It's her debut. Planning to read that. There are a few books that I had for review that I was gonna try to read in February that I'll be rolling over into my March TBR. That is kind of par for the course. And I have a lot of books going on my tentative TBR for Tor.comathon, which again, go check out that announcement video to hear about those. I do have a couple of additional NetGalley e-arcs for review that I'm hoping to get to as well. The first one is The Witch and the Vampire by Francesca Flores. This is a sapphic YA fantasy with a romance between a witch and a vampire. I mean, it sounds delightful, so that looks fun. And it is also a queer Rapunzel retelling. I am all about it. This looks great. Then we have The Last Heir to Blackwood Library by Hester Fox. I have read other things from Hester Fox in the past and really enjoyed them. This is her latest book coming out. It's set in post-World War I England and follows a young woman who inherits a mysterious library filled with secrets, which just has a lot of my like buzzwords with the mystery, the secret, the inheritance, the library. I mean, yes, it sounds fun, and I know that I've enjoyed her writing in the past. A couple of April releases that I may get to, although like likely won't get to in March, who knows, you never know. I have Verity and the Forbidden Suitor by J.J. McAvoy. This is a historical romance. It's the second book in a series. I enjoyed the first one and I'm excited to check out the next one. This is being pitched to Bridgerton fans, I think because we're actually getting people of color in Regency romance, which I'm generally a fan of. The first book was interesting. It didn't read like what I expect from historical romance. Like the pacing was a little bit different, but I quite liked it. So I'm anxious to see what we get in this book. And then lastly, we have The Fiancé Farce by Alexandria Bellefleur. This is a contemporary sapphic romance that looks adorable, and I love this cover. It's really cute. Also, if you are a marriage of convenience girly like I am, this one has a modern marriage of convenience story. I'm all about it. The love story is between a quiet bookseller and a romance cover model. Say less. So there you go. Those are some of the books that I am planning on potentially reading in March. As always, I will probably not get to all of these things. I will probably pick up some other things. Plus I have a whole bunch of books that I'm hoping to get to for Tor.comathon. So we'll see how the month goes, but this will give you a good idea of some of the books that I'm planning on picking up. Talk to me in the comments down below. Let me know any of your thoughts or feelings on this video. And for your question of the day, tell me, what are your reading plans for March? Are you joining me in Tor.comathon? Are you going to do middle grade March reading plans? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, it always helps if you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.